Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 1st of April 1978, and the title is A Constant Yogi is a Constant Companion. Today, it is the special gathering of the victorious jewels who are conquerors of Maya. Which children is Bap Dada seeing in today's gathering? Those who have been constantly faithful to the Father from the beginning, those who have constantly been placing their steps in Baba's footsteps, and who are constant and cooperative companions, those who are constantly absorbed in Baba and service at every moment and follow the highest code of conduct, not stepping outside the line of the most elevated code of conduct, even in their thoughts. Such children who constantly remain with the Father at every second and in every thought for birth after birth. The worthy children who fulfill their promise to the Father of sitting with Him and being with Him at every second and at every step, receive the blessing from the Father at this time of being a companion for birth after birth. Such souls would be a companion while being worthy of worship, and also a companion while being a worshipper. As Jnani souls, as well as Bhagat souls, they would be companions. At this time, such special souls receive the blessings of being a constant companion and of Tattvam. Whatever applies to Brahma also applies to you. Each of you Maharathis has to check yourself as to what extent you are equal to the Father in his virtues, knowledge, and service, and to what extent you are his companion. Equality will bring about closeness. The experience of being a companion at every second in your present stage and in your future stage becomes instrumental in making you a companion in name form and relationship for birth after birth. You would be a companion in becoming a conqueror of sin, and also a companion at the time of the era of King Vikram. In every part and in every clan dynasty, you will be together. The memorial of this is, we will live together and die together. That is, we will ascend together and descend together. You will be a constant yogi and a constant companion at the time of ascent and at the time of descent, during the day and during the night, to the extent that you are complete in fulfilling your present companionship. To that extent, you will be close relative. The most elevated soul of the entire world has great importance within the drama. Therefore, those who constantly stay in relationship with such a number one soul also have great importance. Nowadays, when a soul attains the temporary status of a president or prime minister, his family also becomes important. So, how great would be the importance of the souls who constantly stay in relationship with the soul who is constantly elevated. When there is a little upheaval, you will see that the old souls, those who have been constantly fulfilling the relationship of a companion will become so important. Just as old things have importance and are considered to be valuable, so too, while speaking of the value of you souls and praising you, people will consider themselves to have been graced by you. Do you consider yourselves to be such elevated souls? To the extent that you sing Baba's praise, to that extent, people will sing in return praise of you souls. Why are they not singing your praise at the moment? You are doing service at this time, but why is it that you receive the total fruit at the end? You do receive some at present, but it is less. Do you know the reason for this? At this time, you sometimes mix up yourself with the Father. While singing praise of the Father, you begin to sing your own praise. The language you speak is very sweet, but because of the consciousness of mine, soul-conscious feelings finish. To renounce the consciousness of mine is the greatest and most subtle renunciation. On the basis of this renunciation, the number one soul created the number one fortune. The basis of the 8 jewels is also this renunciation. You should remember Baba, Baba at every second and finish every thought of the consciousness of mine. When there is no consciousness of I, there is no consciousness of mine. My nature, my sanskar, my duty, my name and fame, the consciousness of mine, for all these should finish. To finish the consciousness of I and mine is to become equal and perfect. There should be no consciousness of I even in your dreams. This is known as sacrificing the horse of the consciousness of I in the sacrificial fire. This is the final sacrificial offering through which the drums of revelation will sound. Spread the sound from your heart of this final sacrifice in a collective form. Then all the 5 elements will garland you with every type of garland of success. At present, even the elements sometimes become an obstacle to service. However, when you make the final sacrifice, you will be worshipped and the drums of happiness will sound. All souls will have all their desires fulfilled and will dance wearing the ankle bells of praise. Only then will the final sanskars of bhakti become merged. At that time, such bhagat souls will receive the blessing of their bhakti from you, their special beloved deities. Some will receive the blessing of being a bhagat soul, where others will receive the blessings of being a jnani soul. You will become bestowers of blessings and bless all souls at this time. You will bless those who are to rule an ordinary kingdom with the status of rulers. Have you become such bestowers of blessings? The souls who are Kamdhenu, those who fulfill everyone's desires, so that other souls receive in practice whatever they ask for. Such souls are said to be constantly close companions. Acha, to those who are constantly courageous, to those who are constantly seated on the throne and wearing a crown, to those who constantly create an elevated fortune through having the most elevated renunciation at every second and in every thought, to those who follow the Father at every step, to those who are constantly overflowing with all treasures at every moment, to those who constantly remaining overflowing with limitless treasures, to those who constantly have the complete aim and the qualifications for it, to such perfect and elevated souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bapdada meeting Dadiji and Didiji. Have you brought together a gathering in order to create plans for the future? What plans will you make? Whatever you have done so far has been very good, and what you are to do now will also be good. What is the basis of success of any program or plan? In a general way also, what is the basis of success of any task? What do you think of when you wish any program to be successful? The basis of success of the conference that you had recently was the presence of an important personality. The sound spreads according to the personality of the speakers. Whenever you hold a program, you plan aiming to spread the sound. You plan for a special personality to come so that the sound can spread automatically. So, a personality becomes the means. Those personalities from a lokic background become instruments to spread the external sound. In the same way, you special instrument servers need to have a personality in service. Someone's personality automatically draws people to him. So, what type of personality is needed at present? The personality of purity. To the extent that you have purity, to that extent, the personality of purity will make souls bow down to you automatically. Because of the sannyasi's personality of purity, people bow their heads to them. The personality of purity causes even important people to bow their heads. So at present, it is only on the basis of your personality of purity that people will bow their heads. Just as the fragrance of an incense stick draws others, in the same way, as soon as others come to you, they should experience the fragrance of purity. Wherever they look, they should only see purity. This is the experience that people want at present, because nowhere in any direction can they see purity. No matter how great or famous a soul may be, he does not have the vibrations of purity because he accepts the name, fame, and praise of success. This is why you cannot receive vibrations of purity from anywhere. There is an attraction of temporary attainment, but no attraction of purity. Now, the personality of purity is needed in your practical life so that your personality automatically attracts others. When the Prime Minister visits somewhere, everyone hurries there because of his personality. So yours is the number one personality. You now have to make this plan. It is this personality that will attract religious souls. They should experience finding here whatever they lack. They believe that you mothers and daughters are doing very good work, but they should now come in front of you, considering you to be the greatest personalities in the world. They should experience the contrast of what they previously understood and what they now see. They should feel that whatever was in their intellect is in the practical lives of all of you. This is what it means to make a Maharathi fall just as an ant is able to make an elephant fall. So, they should bow down to this personality. Your form has to become like a magnet of all attainments so that everyone is automatically attracted. Wherever they look and whomsoever they see, they should only experience attainment. So attainment is the magnet, and the form of all attainments is also a magnet. At present, you have to make effort and use money and energy, but later the task of the two of you will be achieved by this personality of purity. At the present, the vibrations have not yet changed. They see you in different light at the moment. Now, spread your vibrations so that others see you as you are and what you are. Then, with the attitude of a bestower of blessings and a great donor, transform the vibrations and the atmosphere. Even now, people are still desperately searching and wondering where to go. Thirsty souls have not yet received the introduction of the true place of the ocean with the rivers, and this is why they are still searching a great deal. So now, with your form of a lighthouse, show everyone the path to their destination. Bap Dada meeting Dadi Janki. In London also, there is a chance to serve the religious souls. Whatever chance you have, there should definitely be a scene of the attraction of spirituality. Just as a pilgrimage place has a specially peaceful place, or a place where one can experience liberation and salvation, so they should now feel that this is the place where they can receive all attainments. They should experience uniqueness and simplicity, but the experience should also be powerful. They should realize the truth of this. By accepting invitations to speak on such a stage, you will later claim the kingdom of the world. At present, people simply invite you to their programs, but later, just as people raise non-living images to their eyes or their head, so too they will look at you with the visions of not knowing where to place you. They will not know what to say and what not to say as your praise. It is good to have a gathering. Zeal and enthusiasm increases through a gathering. Acha, blessing. May you become complete with peace and happiness and forget the world of sorrow on the basis of experiencing God's love. God's love gives so much happiness that if you become lost in that, you forget this world of sorrow. To have all your desires fulfilled in this life is the sign of receiving God's love. Baba does not just give you peace and happiness, but makes you into a treasure store of those. Just as Baba is the ocean of happiness, not a river or a pond, so too he makes you children into the masters of such a treasure store. Therefore, there is no need to ask for anything. Simply use accurately at the right time the treasures you have received. Slogan: a virtuous soul is one who puts a garland of virtues on those who defame him. Om Shanti.